Good evening, my friends, and welcome to a very special episode of Malt and Magic, kind of Campaign 2. Yes, a few absences amongst the cast and crew today, so we are taking a slight step back. Where we last left off, our party were just about to face the hordes, the priests, and the various monsters that all await them in the Cathedral of Sin. And in that moment, as Kavan hovers behind a bookcase, with priests about to run down and start attacking him, there is a moment where Kavan flashes back to being in somewhat a familiar situation, deep in the dark depths of the Church of Paragon as he knew it then, with familiar faces facing against him. And so tonight we take a step back into an origin story as we explore Kavan's origins. So a word of warning before we start. Tonight's episode will contain themes of violence, graphic injuries, as well as some distressing themes related to abuse, abduction, and transformation. Viewer discretion, as always, is advised. Please take care to step away if any of those themes become overwhelming. There will also be adult language and adult humour, as always. You have been warned. Let's roll. Hello!
Hello.
There we go. Just 3 faces tonight then. Before we do anything, though, we do need to raise a glass to our friend, as it is his birthday today. So I don't know if he's watching, but he fucking should be. Happy birthday, Danny.
Happy birthday.
Enjoy it, mate.
Happy birthday, Danny.
So, yeah.
Doesn't look a day over.
Wildfire.
Really does not look his age, does he? I would have pegged him at no more than 38. Who would have thought?
He would love a pegging, I'm sure.
That's probably what he's doing tonight. But there we go. That's his birthday treat. Fantastic. With that note, as we've set the tone early, let's run down our lineup. I am Matt. I'm your Dungeon Master for this evening. I will be playing various NPCs, none of which you've met before, so I won't talk about who they are.
Hello, I am Dave, and I am here to see what Kavan's backstory entails. I am, with the rest of you, sitting here with popcorn, relishing what is going to happen.
Wow. I am Tom, and I'm playing Kavan Buckland, a barbarian, 16-year-old barbarian tonight. And I am just as intrigued by what's going to happen as the rest of you. It seems like it's going to be a bit of let's see what happens and see where it goes.
Absolutely. So yes, Kavan has been de-aged like some form of weird CGI this evening.
I wish this could have happened in real
way
life.
Back to don't we all, Tom? Don't we all? Back to 16 years old. So yes, in that moment where we are just about to descend into the battle with the priests in the Cathedral of Sin, then, Kavan, you do have that moment where it's almost like you just take a sharp intake of breath and your mind just flashes back. And your eyes open to dappled morning light shining through a window of a room, a multi-bunked room. And you can hear sort of the gentle breathing of the others around you. And you sort of take a look around the room and slide out of your bunk as you stretch for a moment, just sort of stretching out the sleep and welcoming the new day as you find yourself in the orphanage of Paragon even, run by the priests of the Order of the Right Hand. You look down and see your bunkmate, Billy, a sort of thin, wiry 13-year-old who is still snoring, still drooling a little bit. And then you hear the door of the sort of the church close, signalling that the priests are heading over to make sure you're all awake and things are all sort of tidy in here and everybody's ready to go and get on with their daily chores. Knowing others are asleep in this moment, then, Kavan, what are you doing?
I look down, kind of like hang my head down, and I see Billy sleeping down there. So I get one of my 2 pillows, and I just kind of wrap it around my hand. And on the count of 3, inside, I'm looking just to see if I can get a clean, direct hit on his face, and then whip the pillow back up so he doesn't see it or doesn't know what's happening. So on the count of 3, 3, 2, 1, and bring it back up.
And the pillow connects, and you just hear this like, ow! Damn it, Kevin!
Hey, quiet down there. Quiet down there, fuckface. I'm trying to get some sleep. What's wrong with you?
Shit, what time is it?
I don't know what time it is. And I reach over my head, and I'm like, fuck are you doing? I start poking him. Why are you waking me up?
Get up! Get off!
Oh! Look at who it is. Billy Bemho.
Shut up, Kevin. Wait, is that the priest?
No, it's...
Shit! Everybody... No, if they see it like this, we're all gonna get beaten.
Get rid of your Bemho. Get rid of it.
Fine.
Turn sideways.
If we get beaten, it's your fault. Everybody get up.
And I like straighten up, and I look over to the door, and I start kind of raising myself up in a way that indicates that I'm up, and I'm trying to convey a message that I'm not one to be fucked with, but I'm 16 and it doesn't come across so well. Just kind of stretching and flexing my very scrawny, wiry frame that still hasn't developed too much yet.
Very good.
Just
as you do stretch up, then you see. Carry on. Sorry.
No. I was just gonna say, just waking up, sir.
So the priests aren't in the room just yet, but you are sort of straightening yourself up and you get your bunk sorted, and you've mastered this now in your sort of 10, 12 years of being here since your parents sort of left you and abandoned you. You've mastered the art of waking up quickly and straightening things up, but you see Billy struggling to get his bunk sorted as everybody else is quickly out of bed and sort of gets sorted, and then the door opens and 3 priests walk in.
I slide down and just bump next to Billy in front of his bed. Morning, sir.
And so one of the priests who you would know as Brother Griffith sort of just wanders in. Morning, boys. Morning. Everything straight, I see. Good. Kavan, out of the way.
No, I slept down here, Father. Billy was up top.
Your bunk.
Yeah, he gets kind of a weird motion sickness thing when he sits down, lies down there, and I'm rattling a little bit up top. He thinks it's, I don't know, like a boat or something. So he just goes up top, and so my bad. I didn't straighten it up for him.
Make me a deception check, please.
Okay. Off and running. That is an 18.
With an 18, then this priest walks up. So you didn't straighten the bunk up at the correct hour, then Kavan, you're up and being lazy. Is that how it is?
You can call it lazy, sir. I was up last night studying, and I somehow overslept, but I was up,
Is that an excuse, Kavan? Are you now making excuses for your behaviour as well?
Sir, I was, lazy.
And with that, a sort of a shortish bamboo pole comes out of the robes and just cracks you across the top of the thigh.
And I look at him deeply in the eye. And now, I'm 16 years old, so I haven't come up to my full height, but I'm, pretty tall lad that age. And at this point, looking down on him, and I say, "Thank you, sir. May I please have another?"
You're very welcome, Kavan. Move aside.
Excuse me, sir?
I said move aside. Now don't ask again. Get out of my way.
And I move next to Billy, aside, but next to Billy, so I just move so that Billy scooch over as well.
At this point, the priest is going to grab your shoulder and just shove you, and as he shoves you, he's going to follow up with another thwack of that bamboo stick straight across the backs of your legs. You know what I'm asking you to do, Kavan. Now move. Now then, Billy. Is what he said true? Have you decided to just change bunks without any ask? Just taking your own whim to make your own decisions? Is that how it is round here now? Not doing as you're told? Just changing things as you see fit? And you can see Billy's bottom lip just begins to tremble. Enough of your quivering, boy. Just tell me the truth. Is he lying?
He didn't... No,
I'm not asking you, Kavan. Be quiet. Billy, I asked you a question. I suggest you answer me. Billy's bottom lip continues. Billy gets smacked across the arm and you see him drop. I asked you a question, Billy.
At that point, I step in front of Billy and I say, "Sir, I told you what happened. I made a decision for Billy to sleep up top, and I slept down below. I stayed up late last night, and I didn't wake up in time, and that's why my bed down below was not made. Billy, who slept up top, made his bed, and that's what happened." And I put my leg out almost to invite him to slash it. Go on.
Defiance, Kavan, will get you in far too much trouble. I am not asking you anymore. You've had your say. I am asking this quivering mess of a boy. What's going on here? Now kindly move.
Leave him alone, sir. Leave him alone.
Excuse me?
Leave him alone. He did nothing.
Then come with me.
I turn around as I'm just getting some bits and pieces, and I make eye contact with Billy. And I just, as I turn back to the priest, I just wink at Billy. Almost to say, like, it's okay. I got this.
Billy at that point then sort of looks at you and gives you a bit of a weak smile as you are led over to the corner of the room, and Brother Griffiths just walks up to you and jabs you directly in the chest. You think you may be a big man, boy. You are barely 16. These muscles that are, you like to show off in your ripped shirt, which is, by the way, not part of our rules either. Mean nothing here. Continue to disobey me. I will have you led outside and flogged for all to see. Do you understand?
Yes, Father, I understand. I was just telling you the
Good.
truth.
Now stand there and do not move.
I won't move, Father, and I won't disobey you. But leave the boy alone.
The boy has things I need. So, Brother Septus, take him away. And you see one of the other priests in a cowled hood just sort of lifts Billy up by the arm.
I charge, and I say, no! You're not fucking taking him! Take me and leave the boy alone.
And this point,
I step to Brother Septus.
Third priest just sort of steps up, and his hands against your chest and your stomach at this point, and you just hear a whisper. Now is not the time, Kavan. Easy. Easy. And you recognize this as Brother Evictus. One of the friendlier, the more gentle of the priests.
I just say, I do not want any issues this morning. It's the last thing I wanted. I'm the one that was in the wrong. I swapped beds with the little boy, and I didn't make his this morning. So just take out your punishment where it belongs, on the person. Just take it out on me.
You will be punished in due time, Kavan, for your indiscretions here. As I said, Billy has some special chores today. You will get on with the things you are meant to be getting on with today. As far as I remember, there was some stonework outside that you needed to go and repair, thanks to you and these boys deciding to play silly games and have therefore cracked some of it. That will be your job for today. Brother Evictus here will oversee your work. Septus and I. We have other things to attend to. Now don't forget, Kavan, you are nearing your graduation. Let's not spoil it, shall we?
I agree, sir. Let's not spoil it.
Good. Evictus at this point. Easy, Kavan. Easy.
I take a deep breath. I look at Billy.
Billy's eyes are wide with fear, but he looks at you.
Yeah. And I think to myself, how am I going to know if they touch him, if they do anything to him, if they mistreat him? How am I going to know if I'm out in the yard? And those two are with Billy. And I have to make a pretty drastic decision right now. Because I've had about enough. I've been in Billy's position before. And I say, could I have a word with Brother Victus?
Of course. Brother, I trust you will keep this one in line. Septus, we have work. Bring the boy. And Brother Griffith and Brother Septus sort of leave. While Victus just stands there, and as they leave... Whew. You do like to make a spectacle of yourself, Kavan.
I don't, Brother Evictus. I didn't want to do that. They bring it on me.
I know. We've had these discussions before, Kavan. We must take some heart that Paragon knows what he is doing. I've been here, 2 months. I wouldn't say I like what is going on here, but there's only so much that is within my power, you know this. We will work on it.
Yeah, I know. And I really do appreciate it. But Brother Evictus, I've been here for years. And that boy just came. He just entered. And I'm asking of you. I'm not telling you, Brother Evictus, I'm just asking that if he comes back with that look in his eye that has changed him, I won't let it go. I won't let this one go. I want you to be with those two. I want you to go and be with those two and make sure that boy comes back a boy.
I will do what I can. You, on the other hand, must make sure that these boys get that stoneworks repaired. No sneaking off this time, Kavan. I know you like to roam the city. There's nothing for you out there. Stay here. Do your work. Pass your graduation. Leave.
I would like nothing more than to do that. I'd like nothing more than to share a moment of my graduation with you, Brother Evictus. You've been the one thing here that has made the last few months bearable for me. But I tell you, I can't take any more of it. I won't take any more of it. One more boy.
I understand.
And that's it.
I understand.
And I step to him and I say, Brother Evictus, I will know. I will know.
I know.
And I step back and I say, all right, boys, let's get ready to do some work today. Right. And I turn my mood around. Okay. So I did the heavy shit yesterday. And I point to kind of the one that doesn't look very physically fit. And I'm like, you've been playing slap ass for the last fucking week and a half. It's time for you to kind of heavy the load, and I'm gonna manage today. What do y'all say? And I have a little smile on my face.
The three other boys that are with you at this point, who are around a similar age to you, you know them as Tommy, Dick, and Simon, because I had to come up with some funny names for them. Why the fuck not? So Simon's the one that you've just instructed is going to be doing the heavy lifting today, but Dick sort of looks at you and just goes, Kavan, what makes you think you're boss?
I didn't say I was boss. I just am the biggest and the
you're
strongest.
Managing us.
Well, I mean, today I am, and I normally do, but we don't actually call me the boss. It just sort of happens that way. But look, I don't like the title, but the work has to be done, and I tend to have to do it most of the time. So today is the day that I'm gonna move the pieces around today. And in that moment, I take a little step back, and I say, it's time for me to move one piece right now. And I drop, and I shoot for Dick, and I do a double leg on Dick, and I just dump him into his bed, and I say, come on, get your asses together, let's get out of here.
Fuck's sake.
Dick, when I come at you, you gotta sprawl.
So we're doing half a job today, right? We're doing half a job today, and then we're going out to sea, yeah? Fuck what Victor says.
I mean, and I look at. Is Brother Victor still in the room?
No, Brother Victor's is long gone now.
I say, I tell you what. If we knuckle down and bust our asses for half a day, half a job, and I'll scrounge up enough. Actually, I will find enough money for us to go out there and get a proper drink. A proper drink.
Now you're talking. Come on then, Simon.
Right.
Let's go.
Go on. And I kick Tommy in the butt and I say, come on, let's go. Off we go.
He's just like, Kavan, you know.
It was
You and I
on your
are
butt,
gonna-
not in your butt. Get walking.
Yeah, okay. You're always in me butt, and I don't mean. Yeah, no, that was the wrong thing to say.
It was
Let's
the wrong thing to say.
get on with
wasn't
it. It really was.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So you all head out into the yard, and you can see the stonework where you've all been chucking pebbles and stuff at it, and it's just cracked the outside. So there are the tools to sort of make the plaster, if you like, to sort of over, and the render to go over the top of it. And you spend some time sort of mixing that up and then plastering it on. And at one point, as you're sort of doing this, you see two individuals wander up the street, heading towards sort of the higher tiers of Union City. And one of them just catches your eye. You see this long flowing black hair, and a sort of purple mini dress almost, and this pale purple, almost grey skin. And as she turns, these violet eyes just catch yours. And she just sort of wanders, and she's sort of arm in arm with another individual who... Dave, please describe to me what your character for this evening looks like.
Okay, so my character is a similarly teenage gentleman. He's in fairly nice but normal clothing, and he has long brown hair. And he has a fairly decent complexion. He's seen a bit of sun, but not too much. And let's do that. There we go. And then, so he's got some slight leather armor on. He's wearing just normal sort of. It's kind of weird. He's in like most of his gear is brown. But he has got some nice red tints to some of what he is wearing. He has a sword to his side, and he's got some quite nice leather boots to him.
Very good then. As you walk arm in arm with this individual, this female individual, she's just gonna look at you. Oh, look, Anthony even. The boys are fixing the yard.
Is this a normal thing they would have to do?
I imagine they have made a mess.
Oh, you think they're the ones who have done it?
In this, Tom, Kavan, you can see this female individual and sort of Dave's character sort of pointing and clearly talking about you, and she has definitely caught your eye.
Yeah. Do I know? So, would I know what this character's name is? This female's name?
Make
From being
me
around town.
make me a history check.
Let's do it. All right. Let's see here. 13. -2. That's an 11.
It's fine. An 11. You have been around this city enough to know of the various noble houses, and there's sort of talk of some of the nobles And being of the age you are, you tend to get interested in sort of the nobles that are around your age. Now, Dave's character, Anthony, or the one who you sort of heard here being called Anthony, is not one you're familiar with, but this female individual, you would sort of get the impression that this is one Mara Blackvale, an heiress to the Blackvale house.
Yeah. So at that moment, I pick up a stone on the ground, and I'm like, "All right, boys, I'm pitching. Who's batting?" And this is a game that we play in Union City, like a street game. And I say, "Right, this one's for Mara, quite contrara. Here we go." And I don't turn around. I don't look at her. I just go, and I throw it and pretend that I'm, throwing a fastball. And ooh, I believe that one was a strike. Let's see here. I'm not sure Mara quite contrara can hit the fastball. Let's see. Let's do another one here. Here it comes. Here it comes. And then I just throw it super lightly, so it's just floating. And I turn around at her and I say, "Can she hit it?" And then let it just drop.
She will look at you with those violet eyes. And there's just the slightest of smirks, of grins. Anthony, what would you say at this point?
An amusing fellow. But why are you looking at them like that?
Sorry, why am I looking at the mic? What?
Well, shall we? I believe we do have a thing to get to.
As they're saying that, I've gone and fetched that rock up, and I just go trotting over to them and I say, "I think this is yours," and I just kind of hand it in between the two of them, kind of spread him out a little bit with my shoulders, and just kind of hand it to her and say, "Yeah, I think you might have dropped that over there."
I didn't, but thank you nonetheless. What is your name?
I'm Kavan. Buckland. I'm Kavan.
Nice to meet you, Kavan.
And as she says that, for a second, I had forgotten I was in the orphanage when I was doing, kind of puffing up and being a pitcher and coming over and being a bit cheeky. And when she asked me what my name is, I know that oftentimes when we line up in the morning, we have to state our name. And at just that moment, it crashes back to me that I'm in an orphanage, and I look down at what I'm wearing, and all of that confidence seeps away quickly as I say, "Yeah, I'm Kavan," and I lower my eyes.
And she is just going to she will at this point reach out and sort of lift your chin. My eyes are up here, Kavan. I am Mara Blackvale.
Yeah, they...
This is my acquaintance, Anthony Bretherington III. He's a cousin of the Durnfords.
Please. He does put his hand out. You said Kavan, was it?
It is, yeah. And I put my hand out, and as he kind of puts his out, I give him a good squeeze and roll his knuckles a little bit. Just a little bit. Not to the point where it's really painful, but just enough. You don't
feel a lot of strength in his hand, too much. Even though he's this, yes, he is this well-dressed man, but no, he doesn't. You crush his hand quite easily.
Yeah.
Quite the grip there, Kavan.
And again, it's really quick. My my engagement with someone as pretty as Mara can take my confidence away, but when I'm kind of facing up with another lad, it comes back pretty quickly. And As he pulls his hand away, I say, "The third.
Yes.
Didn't they get it right? First 2 times not good enough."
No.
Mara does let out a small chuckle.
And then,
I'm
as he
named after
answers,
my
I just
father, dear boy.
I was just joking.
Well played, Kavan. Well played. And he does crack a smile.
I'll let you two be on your way, and I'll get back to what I was doing.
What were you doing? Fixing the wall?
Yeah, me and the boys are fixing the wall and getting it ready for painting and whatever they're going to do to it to get it back into shape. But yeah,
You seem to actually be doing quite a half decent job. How are you finding this is an orphanage, right? By the looks, run by the brothers.
and I'm deciding whether I just want to run away at this point. I don't want to talk about the orphanage. I don't want to talk about being an orphan. I don't want to talk about, the inferences you can make that I don't have parents, that I don't have a family, that I'm abandoned, and but I'm stuck here in this conversation that I created. If
the pause is noticeable enough, Anthony, but then my apologies. Of course, I see you have work to do and mustn't keep you any longer.
And I say to Anthony, yeah, I guess we better get back to work. And then I say, well played. And I'll see you two hopefully soon. Have a good one. All right, boys, let's crack on. We're almost done here. As I back away and sneak another glance at Mara before I.
And she looks at you. It was a pleasure meeting you, Kavan Buckland. I'm sure we'll meet again.
I don't say anything. I'm a little bit speechless as I look into those deep purple, beautiful pools.
Anthony's
and I turn around
pointing.
And I say,
Go on.
I turn around and into myself I say, Mara, Mara, quite contrara. All right, boys. Where were we?
And Anthony's pointing the way they're meant to be going,
Anthony, yeah.
and will he's holding out his arm, just waiting to walk on.
And as you begin to walk on, you see a group of what looks like 7 boys. Not nobles, but just sort of general city folk, if you like, and they all come walking down and, oh, what is this then? Nobles out for a little walk, is it today? Oh, Mara, you do let yourself hang out with some absolute trash, don't you?
And might I ask your name?
No, you may not. I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the lady.
You are being quite rude to both of us. I demand I know your name.
Ooh, get a load of this one, boys.
Does Kevin see this?
Yeah, anyway, mate. Yeah, Kevin would see this.
Ooh, okay. Kevin takes notice.
So the boy sort of steps right up into your face, Anthony. And how much is it worth to you then, little noble prince?
Oh, really? How much is it worth to me?
Yeah, you've got a few coins on you there.
And you really think you can take
Surely
them
you can
from
pay
me?
for a name.
Not a chance. I don't care. Move out of our way,
Oh, boys.
boy.
This one's got some fight in him.
I'm walking toward them.
Oh, who's this? Your little orphan bodyguard?
I do not need a bodyguard. I should take you myself if you so chose to be so stupid.
Oh.
Look, enough enough. Let's just let them pass, and let's separate, and we'll all go our own ways and have a great day.
No one was talking to you, you orphan scum. Fuck off.
I step to him, and I say, let's all just separate and have a great day.
I was about to have a great day. I was going to get some coin out of this weed until you decided to dirty the floor in front of me.
I headbutt him.
Make me an attack roll, please.
Fucking... it all started somewhere, didn't it? That's a 15.
You connect.
Yeah, 15.
And you watch and you feel the nose crack underneath your forehead. Anthony, you would see this individual just sort of step back, and blood just begins to pour down their chin. I think you broke my fucking nose! Boys, get him! And these 6 other boys now begin to sort of surround the 3 of you. Dave, you muted.
As he says, get him, Anthony will whisk out a whip out a very nice ornate looking rapier, and we'll just point it straight at them. I would stay
and they all step forward
boys.
Whoa.
Right there. Unless you want to see
cheating.
what I can do with this. It is not cheating, boy. It is a jewel. You fool.
Both of you make me perception checks, please.
Oh, that's an 8.
I got a 10.
The 2 of you then are sort of seeing this situation unfold, and Anthony, you have this rapier held out, and there's 6 sort of boys, and then the 7th one, this leader, just turns around and says,
I doubt he knows how to fucking use it. Get him!
and the next minute you just hear him go, "Oi!" And you see his neck held up, and there is a dagger held at his throat, held by a very delicate, grey, purple-skinned hand. I'm sorry, what was this you were saying? And he's just giving that alright, just let us go. Let us go. We won't bother you. Sorry, and all that. Anthony, what are we doing with them? Or should I say, Kavan, what are we doing with them?
See a flush of anger across Anthony's face.
We're gonna let them go their own way. We're gonna go our own way, and we're gonna have a great day.
And she lets him go and just sort of gently nudges him forward. And the 6 boys just sort of back away. Gonna remember this. And brings a sword to a fist fight.
You alright, Anthony?
Yes, Kevin. Thank you for looking after the lady's honour.
Yeah. It's AB3. AB3. Oh, I'm gonna call you AB3.
Please don't. Anthony, if you must. I suppose you have deserve the honour, I suppose. Weird way of putting it. Sorry, slightly rattled. He puts his hand out again. Kavan, thank you.
You're welcome. And I grab his hand, I bring him in, and I say, "It's all good, AB3." And I just kind of give him a little bit of a squeeze, and then I separate from him. And then I move to Mara, and I just give her a peck on the cheek, and I say, "Swordswoman, that's pretty cool. That's really cool."
Knives. Not
Yeah.
one for longer blades. The smaller ones are quicker. Family
Yeah,
habits.
that kind of describes the two of us. I use my head and you use your brains. And then I start kind of backing away. I'll see you two again, and you be careful. I don't have to say that to you. You can handle yourselves. I'll see you again. AB3, take care of her, would you?
It's Anthony.
And I'm just going like this as I'm walking away.
Come on then, Anthony. It is good they didn't test you too far. I know your skills, and they are much more than just a simple rapier.
Yes. I have to admit, I misjudged the fellow. I don't know I would have been able to take a hit like that, give a hit like that and really survive, really. Oh, I have a headache just thinking about it.
Well, as the boy said, he thinks with his head.
That he does. Onwards.
Oh, well, I don't know about you, but I could do with a drink.
Yeah, after those types of shows, absolutely. Do you know anyone?
There's, Well, what the fuck, we are nobles. I'm sure they will serve us. And she sort of leads you up through the tiers and eventually into one of the taverns, where you manage to sneak about a drink and a half before one of the other noble leaders just walks up and pats you both on the shoulders. Not the place for little ones. And you realise it's sort of the leader of House of Barrackson. Off you go, back home. And sort of escorts you out of the tavern. As we turn down to...
Please, this doesn't have to reach my father, does it?
Not a word, my friend. Not a word. As long as you scamper now. As we return down to Kavan then, you and the boys have sort of finished up most of it for half a day, and you go venturing through the city, and eventually you end up in your usual pastime, which is descending into the sewers and playing sort of a weird game, which is a mix of sort of hide and seek, and for anybody that's British, murder in the dark. So you sort of scamper around the sewers trying to find each other and just scaring the shit out of each other. And this goes on for probably a number of hours. And then you hear what sounds like a dull thump. Probably about 100 feet away down one of the sewer tunnels.
What was that? Tommy, did you hear that?
Hey.
Yeah.
Down this
you
way,
were
you
nearest to it. Yeah. What was that? Was that...
Let's go look.
Was it you? That wasn't you.
Like something dropped. No. Dick, was that you? No, not me. I just, I was trying to
fuck it.
past you.
No, let's go. What was that? And I start marching forward.
So
kind
you
toward
march
the
forward, and you can see these sort of evenly paced shafts of light where the gratings into the sewer sort of open up, and then as you get closer, the four of you being human can't really see too well in darkness, but as a shaft of light shines down, you see what looks like a small bundle or something just ahead of you.
As I near it, I kind of stop. I slow down a little bit and turn around and just see if there's anyone around.
Maybe a perception check.
And I say, ooh, I like. That's a 22.
22. You don't see anybody else around, but now you sort of do look around and you look towards that bundle. You see what looks like maybe an arm.
Oh, a severed arm or arm connected in the bundle?
Looks like it's attached to the bundle, yeah.
Okay. And as I see it, I start walking quicker and then kind of trotting and then closing distance as fast as I can to get to it, to see what's happening. Get down on one leg.
And as you as you get closer then and you sort of approach and you now see this arm, you see that it's bent in a way that is not natural. And it looks like an arm belonging to somebody younger than you. Sort of thin, wiry.
Fuck's sake, get over here. Look at this. And I'm seeing the arm.
Is that a fucking arm?
Do I recognize this arm? Do I recognize anything about it?
Make me an investigation check with advantage, please.
That's an 11 as I start, as I get to it.
Oh, I'm not sure what's going on with your audio there, Tom, but it's gone a bit funny.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
There we go. Now I can hear you again.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
That was an 11.
Yep. So as an 11, as you sort of start to peel back, it was quite easy. I think you knew this before you started to unwrap it, but you see the broken, beaten body of Billy.
No, 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 no. And I'm just fucking... just apoplectic with sadness, grief, anger.
You begin to feel the
just clutch it.
stirrings of something. Stirrings of something deep. Deep within. A fury. A rage, if you like. I would like you to roll me a d8, please.
That was my one die that I'm missing. I'm gonna have to roll it on.
That's alright.
That was a 3.
3. As you begin to feel this fury, these multicoloured bolts and sparks of energy just begin to fritz off you. And then there is just this burst of energy as a small, what looks like fluffy cloud type creature appears within 5 feet of you. And then you watch as it floats away and just explodes into light. And as you sort of continue to scream, the boys, Tommy, Dick, Simon, they all run up to you, and Tommy just sort of grabs you and, Kavan, it's alright, come on, there's nothing we could have done.
It's not alright.
There's nothing we could have done.
I could have. I let them take him. I let them fucking take him. Those fuckers.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
It is my fault. It's my fault. Get away from me. And I kind of shook him off.
And at that point, Tommy grabs you and then slaps you on the face. Kavan, we can't do nothing for him.
I'm taking him back. And I reach down and I pick him up. I don't care. I don't care. You listen to me. You listen to me. Dick, get over here. Simon, get over here. You fucking listen to me. What happens now is between me and those fuckers. You boys stay behind. You boys say that you lost me. Somewhere in the streets, you come back in a couple hours, and you say you fucking lost me. Do you hear me?
What are you gonna do, Kavan?
You don't worry. You don't worry about what I'm gonna do. You don't worry about anything. You come back in 2 hours and you say we couldn't find him. We lost him in the streets. We don't know what happened to him. Repeat that to me. Repeat it, fucking Tommy. Repeat it right now.
I don't like it, Kavan, but We'll
Say
come
the
back
fucking
in a
words,
few
Tommy.
hours.
I swear to God.
We'll come back in a few hours. We'll say we lost you. Kavan, what the fuck
You
was
lost
that?
me.
What just came out of you?
Doesn't matter. They took fucking Billy. They took the boy. They took another boy. It ends here. You guys head back. You head back through the way that we usually go. I'm going back a different way. And I'm taking Billy. Now get on. Get out of here. Remember what I said. And take care of yourselves. And don't worry about me.
So all three of the boys just sort of... Dick and Simon sort of grab you by the wrist and just shake your hand. Tommy sort of grabs you by the back of the head, places his forehead against yours. Don't you be doing anything stupid now.
I'll do what I gotta do. I'll do what Billy deserves. I'll do what I should have done. I'll do what I didn't do. I didn't fucking do it. I didn't fucking do it. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I'll see you boys. I'll see you boys. And I start walking.
So you start walking the opposite direction with the broken body of Billy just sort of held in your arms. You hear their footsteps sort of slowly move away at first, and a whispered, "Good luck, Kavan," as then they all run off. And throughout the sewers, through the echoing, you hear the sliding of a metal grate, and then it slides back, and you continue to just wander in the darkness.
And as I'm
What are you doing in
walking,
this moment?
I'm walking to an exit that I know that's probably equal distance to back, where we are in the in our quarters, our living quarters. And as I'm walking, I'm thinking, what am I going to do with him? Am I going to show them to him? Will they take him? What am I going to do with him? And as I'm walking, I'm wondering whether to place him somewhere and go back without him so that I can come back and give Billy the rightful burial that he deserves, or risk bringing him into a place that I don't know how it's going to end. I just know that my vengeance will be carried out tonight. And so as I'm walking and I get to the entrance of the sewer above, I say, Billy, I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. And I put him down. And I say,
Face the body of Billy on the floor.
I'll come back after you.
In that
I
moment,
gotta go
as
take
you
care of this.
place Billy on the floor, then underneath one of those gratings, light seems to shine a little bit brighter, almost like it shines on Billy's broken body directly. That weird fritzing and glowing about yourself sort of calms down, and just this beam of light shines onto Billy's body, and there's a sparkle to it, there's a radiance to it. And in that moment you just hear a voice. Seek me out. And you don't
I turn
necessarily
around.
hear it more than feel it as you do turn around,
Yeah.
and there's no echo. There's just a weird feeling within you almost like something spoke from within you. And as you turn back, you see nothing but a blanket and the bundled wrapping that Billy's body was in. Seek me out.
Seek you out. Seek you out. Seek me out. Seek you out. And I try to go quiet, but it's hard right now. Seek me out. Seek me out. Seek me out. I'm trying to connect with that voice. Seek me out. What? Seek what out? Seek fucking what out? Seek who out? Fucking talk to me. I don't have fucking time for this. Don't fuck around with me.
And at that point you hear the metal grate above you open and a hand reaches down. Kavan, out, now. You recognise the voice of Brother Evictus.
How did you? Did you know? Did you know what they did to
Out.
Did you know what they did to him?
Kavan, not now. Get out.
I don't know whether to trust him or not. I don't know whether to turn on him.
Hand reaches
gave me his
down
word.
to pull you out.
Why should I? Why? Fucking why, Evictus? Why? Look what they did to
And
him.
at this point, you hear a sigh, and then he just sort of slides himself in and drops to the ground. And as he drops, he falls to one knee, and you just hear this pain grunt. Just, he sort of shakily stands to his feet. I am not your enemy, Kavan.
And I see that he's not right. What do I see?
You see him holding his side, sort of hunched over, and in the light from above, you can see his face looks like it's been beaten quite severely. Looks like maybe he's nursing some form of broken ribs or bruised ribs or something, but he's not looking good shape.
Yeah, as I notice that, I go to him. And I say, Father Evictus, what happened? What did they do to you?
I don't know who they are, but followers of Paragon they are absolutely not. I saw what they were doing to Billy. I tried to intervene. The wrath turned on me. I did not do enough. I blacked out. When I came to, they were gone.
Who was it?
I heard your screams. I saw the boys. They told me where you were going.
Who was it?
You heard the voice, didn't you?
Brother Asmuth. Yeah, I heard a voice, but who the fuck was it? Who did it? Who did it? Tell me who did it.
Who did what? Billy?
All of it. Billy, you. Who was it?
All of them, Kavan. All of them. There's too many for you to take on alone. There is the beginnings of something within you. I have seen it. I have felt it. You have heard it. These are rare gifts, Kavan.
Takes a shaky breath and then I need to sit. And just sort of slowly sits himself down.
This is the beginning of something unique. Something special for you, Kavan. They may not be of Paragon, but you are. I feel it. I know it. You must find him.
You say it's the beginning. I let him down, Brother Victus.
No, you did not, Kavan.
Listen
did
to
not.
me. Listen
You could
to
not
me.
have prevented this.
This isn't the beginning for me. This is the end. What could possibly? I'll carry this forever. I will hunt them down. What they've done to us.
There will be a time for vengeance, Kavan. But it is not now. You must get stronger first. And before that, there are others who will need your help.
Brother Victus, my judgment is shit. My fucking judgment is shit. My gut said to stay. My gut said to fight. My gut said to fucking not leave him, and I left him. I left him. And look what they did to him.
Kavan, this is my doing more than yours. I stopped you. I felt the need to protect you. And I should have felt more of a need to protect you all. And this is what I need from you now. I cannot save the others. You can. There was a woman. She is there right now, talking about a graduation ceremony. Something. Anybody who has reached the age of 16 is going through it. They will take them down tomorrow night. I need you to hold that rage, to temper it. Only you can get them out. Your 3 friends, they are at the orphanage right now. No one is going to save them.
I'm just tortured right now with all of these different priorities, it seems like. And my initial priority is just rage and revenge and damage and destruction and death and pain. But what Evictus is telling me is there's a greater good here, and I need to somehow harness this and save it for a minute so that I can minimize any further death on people that I like and love. And so I turn around. Do I see Billy in those cloths?
You don't see Billy's body. But he's gone.
What happened to the boy? I need to bury the boy. He deserves that.
Brother Evictus is going to close his eyes for a moment and just holds his hand out.
Here's a piece, Kavan. I feel Paragon here. Paragon has taken this burden on for you, so you may do what you must. You've got to hold it together now, boy. I cannot return. They do not know that you know. They will punish you for being late. Be strong. Be tough. When the time is right, when the moment is right, you do whatever you must. You get you and your friends out. You turn your back on that church and you do not come back. You do not return until you feel you are strong enough to take them all on.
All right, Brother Victus. I'll try.
Make me a medicine check, please.
It's a 20, a dirty 20.
Brother Victus takes his hand away then. It's this first moment where you see where he's been holding his side, his stomach, his ribs area. His hand comes away and you can see it glistening. He's bleeding quite badly.
Are you okay? Are you... Do we need to... Let's get you somewhere where you can... Look, I don't have anyone, and I can't lose you too. Let's get you some help. Let's get you some medical treatment. As I near him, I just kind of put my arm on his shoulder. You've got to make it through this.
I don't know how much longer I am left for this world, Kavan. Let's get out of this sewer, shall we?
And I help him. I kind of grab him by basically by the waist, and I lift him up to take as much of the effort away from him needing to exert to get up out of there.
And he sort of manages to get the top of his torso over, and you can hear the pain as he sort of... And you then sort of shove and roll him over as he just lays there and just... And you climb out.
I jump up.
Sort of after him. Yep.
And I also I look to see what's going on. So I kind of clear his robes a little bit to see if he has blood, if he's bruised, what's going on.
You see a very deep, what looks like stab wound, just below his rib.
And I say, "You're bleeding. You're bleeding. Let's get you some help." And I reach down to almost to bear hug him. Are you okay? I'm gonna carry you. Listen to me, okay. Brother Victus. I'm gonna carry you. Yeah, and we're gonna get you some help right now, okay? And I pick him up. He's got some weight to him, but I'm, I'm young Kavan, and can I just remember where might there be some help in Union City that's around this sewer entrance?
So there are a couple of guard posts around that you could potentially go there to get some help. In terms of medical assistance, make me a history check.
Oof. Looks like it might be guard posts. It's a 1.
Okay. So yeah, you don't remember anywhere specifically like a hospital or a clerics or anything like that might be able to help in this instance. The only thing that you think of is there's a guard post down there.
Okay. Before I start running there, I say, I'm going to take you to the guards unless you know if there's anywhere better. Do you know of a doctor? Do you know of a medic? Do you know of anywhere that I can take you?
No.
And I start running. I start running with him through the city. I don't care at this point how much I'm being seen or not being seen. I'm running now, and I'm picking up speed, and I'm picking up speed as I can almost feel his life leaving his body. I'm starting to run with panic, against my heart in my legs and everything burning, and I'm just running with him. And even to the point where I'm probably jarring him. But I just need to get him there before he dies.
Very good. At this moment then, as you sort of run onto the main thoroughfare and turn, you can see the guard post just ahead of you. A horse-drawn carriage comes down the hill. Dave, you are with your father, journeying down to head out of the city for a brief trip into the forest to see the forest at night. Sort of a midnight safari, if you like, with your father. And in this moment, you see what you think looks like the boy you met earlier, but carrying someone, just running with them. And at that moment, as you sort of pass on the street, you can see not blood drops, but almost blood pools.
Driver, stop! Please.
Whoa!
Father, please come and help. Kavan!
I turn around. Anthony!
What on earth is the wrong, dear boy?
We're in trouble. This brother is hurt. He's very hurt. We need to get him some help now, quickly, medical.
Quick!
We need to get him some...
Kavan, get him in the carriage. Father, we need to get this man to a... Oh, no.
Yeah.
By all means, boy, get him in. Get it.
Come on, Kavan, get him in. What on earth happened?
I don't know, and I'm now trying to not spill the beans on everything I know. I don't know what happened. I ran into him, and he's hurt. He's very hurt. Anthony, just get him some help. I need to go back.
Absolutely.
I need to go back and warn the others and just let them know.
What?
I need to just let the other brothers know.
At this point, Anthony, your father, and Senior Anthony Bretherington II just turned, driver, hospital in the higher tier, I think, as fast as you can. Places a pillow underneath Brother Evictus's head. We'll get to how you two know each other in just a second, but, Kavan, was it? What's going on here? This is quite a severe stab wound from what I can see. That doesn't happen by accident, and he then looks you up and down as if looking for a blade.
I don't know what happened to him. Anthony, tell him. I don't know.
Father, it wouldn't have been him. I can assure you that. Kavan, please, is there anything I can do to help? This is ridiculous.
Yes, there is. You help Brother Evictus. You keep him alive.
I'll go dear
back
boy.
And I'll tell the other brothers.
If there's any danger, I will be happy to come with you. This is not something that you should face alone. I mean, a brother such as this is being harmed. This is ridiculous.
I think about it for a second. I'm not so strategic at this point, but there's a flicker of, could Anthony help here? Could Anthony be a decoy? Could Anthony be some sort of help to get to what we need to do, which is to save the three boys? And I say, maybe Anthony, maybe you can, maybe you can help. If, and I turn to his father and I say, if it's okay, if you don't mind taking care of Brother Evictus, I think Anthony might be able to help me. We can probably get back a little bit faster and let the brothers know it might help me. It actually might help me. And I put my hand to my head.
Right, Father, please, send any guards that you see on the way, but I will stay with him. Send them to the orphanage, I'm guessing. We will meet them out there. You know me. I've got it covered.
Very good, son. I trust you to use your better judgment.
I will use all of it.
Good.
Right. Let's go, Anthony. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Please.
Kavan.
Just make haste.
Come on, lead the way. He will be fine. Come on.
This way. And as we're running, I'm just looking back at Brother Evictus, trying to get one more view of him, his head, his eyes, anything to see if he's aware of what's happening.
and you see the Brotherington Senior sort of lift him up slightly and hold him, and he looks towards you, and his hand just weakly sort of reaches out, and he smiles before his head sort of lolls back and he passes out.
Right, Anthony. Look. And I say, let's just run. Just keep running. And I'm not saying anything to start with. I'm just like, just keep running.
He pulls out his rapier straight away, and as he's running with you, he's like, "It wasn't the boys that we saw earlier, was it?"
No, it wasn't. It wasn't, Anthony. I don't. And then I stop for a second and I say, Anthony.
Yes. Come on.
No. I don't know why I said for you to come. I'm heading into some. This is going to be dangerous. The boys are in risk. My 3 friends. There's a bigger thing at play right now, and I don't want to drag you into this.
Oh well, in that case, no. I shall go and get my evening's rest. Are you stupid, dear boy? Of course I'm coming in. You're not leaving you alone. You saying other people are in danger?
Yeah, they are.
Well, this is unacceptable. Danger from whom?
Anthony.
Spit it out, Kavan.
All is
please.
not as it, yeah, no, I'm trying out. All is not as it fucking appears with the brothers. The brothers are behind a lot of the missing boys, and they killed a boy tonight. I know you probably think it's crazy. They killed a fucking boy tonight, and they almost killed Brother Evictus. I promise you that's what happened. And 3 others right now may be in danger. I know it's fucking crazy. Just believe me.
Fine, Kavan. You're right. I don't believe it. It's beyond the pale, but well, very well. I will believe you. Who are we after? Is this part one of the brothers have done this?
It's as we're running. I don't know. I think it's so many of them. Anthony, this is bigger than this is. I don't even know where to start, Anthony. This is.
I know exactly where to start, Kavan. You said the 3 others are in danger. We're going to save them first. Let's not try and take on too much that we can't handle. Save the boys. You're a strapping lad. I'm sure we will be able to. And I've seen you in a fight already, even if it was only a minor one. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be okay as we're going. Right, let's come up with a fucking plan. So they're gonna be mad at me because I'm late. They always are. They're fucking mad at me for anything.
Oh, and, I'm sure they're going to be more mad at the fact that I'm bringing a rapier in and putting them to their throats. If you say what they've said they've done.
Hide your fucking rapier. We need to be strategic about this. We need to get in. We need to get you in, and then we need to somehow.
Anthony pulls Kavan to a stop and just like grabs him by the shoulders. It's a hard thing because Kavan's a hell of a lot bigger than him, and he just grabs him by the shoulders and just looks at him and goes, "Right, then what is the plan? Am I in the evening just randomly coming to, I don't know, give them money? Why am I coming in?"
Look, I see 2 things. One is you're bringing me back, but if you bring me back, you have to leave, or I go in, and then I can get you in.
No, that is wonderful. Brilliant. I'm saying that I brought you back, that I found you in an area you shouldn't have been, and then I'm going to go and speak with one of the brothers. This is a brilliant plan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I will ask for a whiskey with them and sort it all out. Deal.
Yeah,
this is good.
yeah.
Right. Come on, after you. I shall... Very good. I'll pull my rapier away.
And I'm like, follow me. I know a shortcut. And I start striding out.
Very good then, as the 2 of you head back towards the church, so-called church of Paragon and the orphanage. The church of the right hand, I should say. We are going to take a short break. So thank you all for joining us in what has been a very trauma-filled first half. So all I'm going to say, Tom, is
fucking magic.
well played. Well played. Fantastic work. So yes, we will be back in a few minutes for part 2. I do just want to say a quick shout out to some of my work colleagues as well, who I know are watching. So hello to you all. Thank you for being here. A pleasure to have the me in the background. So all kudos to the players as well for all their Oscar-winning performances tonight. But yes, give us a few, and then we will be back for part 2 of Kavan's origin story. See you then. Hey yo!
Hello.
Thank you all for sticking with us. Now, I have just looked at the Twitch chat and realised we had some first-time chatters tonight as well. So welcome to you all. Thank you for joining us. Amazing to have you with us as well. So appreciate the support. And those returning as well. Of course, thank you so much for being with us. Hopefully you've enjoyed the traumatic first half of Kavan's backstory, which might explain why Kavan is the way he is. Yeah.
Super fun.
I've enjoyed it. I don't know about anybody else.
Kavan knows trauma.
Then. So, Kavan does know trauma. He's been working through it in main campaign. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yes.
As the two of you then round a corner, having sprinted from the main thoroughfare where you were getting Brother Evictus some help in whatever form possible, and the help is in the form of Anthony Bretherington III's father. Dave, you couldn't have picked a more complicated name to say, is all I'm going to say.
You're very welcome. I absolutely 100% went for that.
AB3. It is going to be AB3 Senior and AB... yeah. Or AB the second and AB the third from Herring. But yes, you both round the corner to find the orphanage, and at this point the sun is just about to dip over the horizon, and the stars are shining in the bright summer sky, in the night summer sky, or summer night sky. You approach the orphanage then, and as you approach the orphanage, Kavan, you can see one of the more junior priests, sort of Brother Unis, is just stood there with arms folded. Time do you call this?
I got lost.
Pardon me, brother. Anthony Bretherington III. And he puts his hand out.
And the priest looks at it and sort of bows his head. I'm Brother Unis.
Brother Unis. I did, on my passing, I enlisted this young gentleman's help, and I admit time got away from me. Do please not give him any flack for it. It was entirely my fault. We did, however...
Make a deception check with advantage, please.
Cool. 17.
Well, at least you weren't getting up to no good then, Kavan. You were saying, sorry, Anthony, was it?
Bretherington III. Yes, we we're wondering if it was sorry, Brother What was it, Kavan? We were looking to hopefully have a word with him, and it gives him like the eye of the one we've just handed off.
I just wanted to introduce Anthony to Brother Evictus because I think there might be a connection there.
Brother Evictus has unfortunately been called to other matters. He will not be here for some weeks, I imagine. Unfortunately, Kavan, he will not be here for your graduation ceremony tomorrow night.
Anthony will look at Kavan to read his face.
I say, was he called away? He never said anything to me. That's not like him.
It was very last minute. We had a message from...
And you can see he looks around and just thinks of something for inspiration, looks back at the sort of the main church.
A noble from Morse Stacy needed some assistance over there, so...
Can I make an insight check on that?
You absolutely can.
It's only a natural 20.
I mean, I'll roll, but
I mean, for a grand total of 21, so you might beat it.
not a fucking chance. This is almost like a game of two truths and a lie, but it's two lies and a truth.
Yeah.
There was a lot of lies in that, apart
Yeah.
from the bit where he looked back to the church and said, "Noble from Morse Tacey." That seemed to be the only bit in that statement that had any truth to it whatsoever.
Totally understandable. I'm sure I'll get a chance to meet him another day. If you don't mind, I'll walk Kavan in and I'll then make my juice.
There is no need for you to enter the orphanage. There are other boys inside, and you may upset the delicate balance. These are boys of all backgrounds, as I'm sure Kavan has told you. Abandoned by their parents, some parents murdered.
Very well. Kavan, did I hear your...
Brother was... This gentleman, Mr. Bretherington III, said he might want to make a donation, and that's why I wanted to introduce him to Brother
Yes.
Victus.
Of course.
Yeah, and
Of course, you're right.
so
Oh, very well.
Would be happy to.
yeah.
Well, Kavan, you get yourself to bed. It is long past the time you are in your bunk. Mr. Bretherington, if you'll follow me, I will take you across to the church where you can make your donation.
Certainly. After you, please.
Kavan, you are expected to be asleep by the time we get back. I hope you understand this.
Sure. And thank you, Mr. Bretherington. Be great. I'm not sure what your plans are, but I've got a graduation tomorrow, and some of my best friends will be there as well, and it'd be... I don't know if you can make it, it'd be great.
No, of course. Have nothing planned. And in fact, it would be wonderful to see you graduate. You are a fine fellow. Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
As I am following behind the brother, I will stay back with Kavan. Don't do anything stupid, but try and find out as much as you can, and I shall see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. And before he goes, I say, be safe, A.B. the Third.
Oh, never mind. Yes. You be safe too, please. Life and
Okay,
death.
see you, sir, and see you, Mr. Bretherington. I'm gonna turn this way. I head down my hallway to my bunkhouse.
you head into the bunk and you see your three friends, Tommy, Dick, and Simon, are all somewhat asleep. They seem to be tossing and turning more than usual. And then you look towards your bunk and the empty bunk that was Billy's.
I step in, not quietly, but not making much sound, just kind of assessing whether the boys want to talk or not, and having a look if there's any movement from any of the three.
As you step in and sort of close the door and step towards your bunk, at that point, Simon sort of rolls over. We didn't know what was going to happen to you. You okay?
I mean, I'm as okay as I can be. How did it go with you guys? What did you find?
It was weird. They didn't say too much at all, actually. Usually if we'd been out like that, they'd have punished us, but they just told us to get to bed early and prepare for the graduation. So there was this woman as well, like elven, like really, really white hair. Just looked like maybe a noble, but clearly not from here.
Was she, you think she's like... And I'm looking at Tommy almost to cut through and say, she's involved in what they do.
She was talking about the graduation ceremony with them. At this point, Tommy will roll over.
Simon, cut the shit. I'm too tired. Look, we didn't hear much. And, I mean, for an elf, she's fairly... Well, she's old. What? Do you know what? I can't tell. I'm no good with elves, you know this. But she was talking about the ceremony, said we had to go down, and we only overheard she was talking with Brother Griffiths, but something to do with offerings and making sure everything was set. I think he called her the Neora or Leora or something along those lines.
At that point, I think about when I want to talk to the three, and I figure now is as good a time as any. And I kick Dick's bunk to wake him. and
Hey! Fucking hell.
Just wake up and shut up. Right.
Why? What we chatting about?
Shh.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
What are we talking
I pull
about?
I pull a little, like, sitting stool up so that I'm kind of equidistant between the three of them, and I say, look, you know what happened to Billy? I think they're turning up the pressure on all of this, and something's going to happen at graduation. And I think they might be coming after some of the boys. And I want to make sure you three are safe. So now listen to me. I know I talk shite a lot of the time, and I know y'all talk shite a lot of the time, and it's all fun and games, but this is no longer that. This is serious. You need to listen to me.
We're listening, Kavan. That's the first time I've heard you say shite, by the way. Well done.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it. It's kind of it's not really rolling off the tongue, but it's something that I guess you get kind of used to. But anyway, what I was saying is
It's all shite here, anyway.
look, when it comes time for us to go up for graduation and receive our whatever the fuck they give us, the medals or the diplomas or the fucking paper or some bullshit. That's the time where when people start lining up, I want you three to veer off. Veer off to the side. I'm not sure what side. I don't know how it's going to be laid out. But veer off to the place where there's as few people as possible. Find a safe space. And I'm going to make a racket. And we're going to get you guys out of here. We're going to get you safe. And we're breaking out of this fucking orphanage. I don't care where your head is. How much you want to stay, how scared you are, I don't care about any of it. We'll figure it out afterwards. I'll need to get you three out of here. We lost Billy tonight, and I'm not going to lose any of you.
You're acting like this is all on you, Kavan. Billy was brother to all of us. If you're fighting,
Yeah, no.
so am I.
Look, Tommy, I've been struggling all night about whether to come in here and break the fucking place up myself right now and try to grab any neck and just twist. I really would like to. I really want to. I still want to. But now's not the time. We'll find the right time. I promise you we'll find the right time and we'll do it right. Just listen to my plan. Let's carry out the plan. And then we'll come back and we'll settle up later. I promise you.
All right. Well, as the man said, it's all shite, but it's our shite.
Yeah. And you three are my shite.
Kavan.
And,
We're all each other's shite. Look, you look like shite. You need to get some sleep. I don't know what you've got planned for tomorrow, but I don't know what happened earlier, by the way, either. We need to discuss that at some point. You emitting sparks is some weird shit.
Yeah, that is some. What? Is that your shite, Simon? You smell like shite. What did. Mate, what
I'm
did you.
sorry, I got really, really nervous about all this and I couldn't help it.
What
You know,
the
anxiety in
hell?
the stomach.
Yeah, alright, well, just fucking warn us, would you? Fucking
Well,
sneaking up on us like
I was
that.
gonna try and blame it on Dick, but now you've called me out.
Yeah, alright, well, fucking. Right, let's get some sleep. I think we wake up pretty early. We'll review the plan. We'll make sure we're all clear on the plan. And we get out of here tomorrow.
Hey, let's make
after
sure
graduation.
we're all squared away in the morning as well. Let's not be getting any beatings. No one needs that. Let's just
Yeah.
do what we need to. And Simon,
No
if
more
you're
beatings,
farting like
boys.
that all night, you and I are gonna have serious issues.
Yeah, Simon, if you keep that up, we're gonna have to put you outside the door. That's too much. We need to get some sleep.
I'll go to the bathroom before we. I'll
Yeah, no.
go to sleep. It's fine.
Yeah. Fucking hell. It's like something died inside of him.
You know what he's like when he gets nervous, but
Yeah.
can't blame him either.
Yeah. No, I can't blame him. Nearly shot myself as well tonight. Alright, let's get some sleep,
Okay.
boys.
Let's get some sleep, and tomorrow's for Billy.
Tomorrow's for Billy. Yeah, for Billy.
Rest up, brother.
I look at the two bunks as everyone settles back in. And I say to Tommy, you think he'd mind?
Sorry, think he'd mind what?
I feel like I just want to sleep in his bunk tonight.
I don't think he'd mind, Kavan.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all should have done better. We all should have looked after him rather than jibing him every second we had.
Oh, Billy fucking Bemho. Fuck's sake. I wish I could say that one more time
Well,
to
I'll
him.
be waking up with any bumholes tomorrow morning, that's for sure.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it, mate. You wake up with one every morning, don't you? You can't even help yourself. You probably got one now. Shut up. Just fucking go to bed.
Okay. Night, brother. I'll see you in the morning.
Good night, brother. Hey, brother.
Hey,
You are my brother. And we're getting out
to
of
the
here
end,
tomorrow.
Kavan. Either we
Yeah.
are. Sleep. I'll see you.
I get into Billy's bunk. And I smell his fucking pillow. And I smell his kind of shitty, adolescent, sweaty smell. And I'm glad that I do. And I try to close my eyes. But it's hard.
And you well, it's hard, but eventually an exhaustive sleep takes hold. All of the emotions of the day, the ups, the downs. You think of how excited you were in the moment of meeting Mara and a strange friendship that seems to have been sprung up between you and Anthony, taking on the bullies. And then you focus on finding Billy, and it's at that point where exhaustion kind of takes you. And you begin to dream. You dream of these green fields as far as the eye can see, and a perfect sky of cerulean blue, and the sun just shining down on you, and it's that nice warmth of summer, not too hot, not too cold, just perfect. As you look towards that sunlight, there is just sort of a beam, a ray of light that shines down on you. And again, you hear the words, "Seek me out." And that's the dream that takes you. Anthony, we turn to you, having followed Brother Eunice, however you want to say it, into the church of Paragon. And as you do pass by, you see a number of priests around, and looking up towards sort of the main altar, you see what looks like maybe a more senior priest. There's something about their robes and their regalia that just calls them out as something more senior, and stood next to him you see a strikingly beautiful but still somewhat aged elven woman with this diamond-like hair that is pulled into a tight braid behind her. There's a cunning to her eyes, and they talk in hushed whispers, but as is the nature of churches, they're very echoey, and you can just hear sort of scattered phrases. And graduation, and yes, we must make sure that the transformation is correct. I trust you have it all in order. And at this point, Brother Eunice just turns to you. If you would like to make donation, then the collection plate is just over here. I trust you have the coin on you now, or were you just pulling my leg?
Not at all. Be more than happy to, and, well, I've seen what you've done with the remarkable young fellow that I was working with today, and would be more than happy to make this a more regular occurrence. So, today I'm making a donation of 100 gold, and I will be able to make them more frequently if I see such good fellows coming out of the orphanage.
That's mighty generous of you.
Not a problem.
Appreciate the patronage of our noblemen within the city. Thank you. And by all means, if you wish to attend Kavan's graduation tomorrow, then it will be, or it can be arranged.
I would be delighted. What time would you wish for guests to arrive?
Well, it's not very often we have guests, but it will go down at sundown tomorrow evening, as is the nature. The setting of the sun.
Fantastic. I will indeed reaccompany you at sundown. Thank you, and have a
Very good.
good evening.
A pleasant evening to you. May Paragon bless you. Excuse me.
No problem. Good evening.
Good evening.
And Brother Eunice turns and walks up towards where the diamond silver like haired elf woman is, and the more senior priest. You return home, and you return to your father.
Yeah. Is my father here?
My lord, yes, your father's in his drawing room.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll run down to the drawing room. Father, any word?
And you can see your father as you walk in. Oh, thank the gods. You well, boy? You safe?
Yeah, I am perfectly fine. Something is amiss, however. That orphanage is...
Evident.
Something's wrong.
Evidently.
Yes.
Evidently.
Oh, I'm sorry, the brother. What of his fate?
Not good.
He hasn't
He's in the
passed.
hospital for now. He hadn't when I left, but I should have word before the morning.
I do hope he lasts the day, or more. Father, is this just something
I believe
wrong?
hope is probably all that we have at this point.
Something very wrong. Something very wrong with that orphanage.
Just don't go getting yourself mixed up in things that... I don't want to say are beneath you, Anthony, but things that do not require our attention.
If you are speaking of the Kavan boy, I was, well, as I was walking up with Lady Maya, well, he was rather gallant this morning, and, well, he earned favour with me, that's for sure. I cannot say anything more than that. But yes, Father, you're right. Of course, we have other duties.
Indeed. I will, have eyes placed on the orphanage. But then if things are amiss, they've gone unnoticed for many a year, so...
Perhaps the Black Veil family could have word or something? I know you have connections.
I will speak to Mara's father. Right. To bed with you.
Yes.
Involved me enough trouble for one day.
One final trouble for you, Father. Maybe postpone our forestry trip until a day after tomorrow. I feel I will need a moment to recover from this. Mentally, of course.
Of course. Of course.
I'm sure the weather will be fairer for that particular occasion as well.
We are in the heart of summer, so yes, by all means.
Thank you. Good night, Father, and thank you for your help.
Sleep well, son. Sleep well. Very good. Anthony takes himself off to his room and sleeps. And the evening passes. Kavan, you wake up with a sort of shock, just a start in the morning. And you then see Tommy sort of reaching over to you and was just about to sort of shake you away. That was a little bit creepy, I'm not gonna lie, but it's time to get up. Looks like we've got an outfit to change into.
Wait, what was creepy? What are you talking about? Catch me up.
Oh, well, the fact that I was working over to wake you up, and then you wake up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. How about good morning? How about nice to see you, Kevin? How about we're graduating today? How about any of those besides fucking I'm a bit creepy.
You know, you're never fucking happy, are you? Just, it's good to see you, brother. Look, we've got some creepy white clothes to put on, but I'm guessing this is whatever it is for the graduation.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Did you save the biggest one for me? Actually, is that me or is that fucking Simon? Will fit in that as well, wouldn't he? Hey, Simon, you got mine or you got yours on?
And Simon just holds up an outfit that's at the foot of his bed. I think I'm okay.
No, I'm sure you think you're okay, but I want to wear mine today. So just make sure that you have the XXL in my hand and not in your hand. Look at the back, look at the fucking collar, and see how many X's there are.
This is on the end of my bed. You've got one on the end of your bed. Why don't you just wear that? Why are we even having this conversation?
I take a big old body dive on Simon, and I'm like, because I say we are, and I just start
fuck
grappling
you.
him,
And he rolls you over.
and we roll over onto the ground, and I get him to a place where hopefully I get him in a little bit of a headlock and noogie him, and I say, no, fuck you. It's fuck me. When I say it's fuck me, right now it's fuck you.
Get up. Sort of shoves you off a little bit, and then looks at you and just... Put your fucking clothes on.
Yeah, damn right, put my fucking clothes on. Put yours on as well. Fuck's sake. All right, let's get our shit together.
If you two have finished feeling yourselves
Yeah.
up on the floor here, we got shit to do.
No, we're not done. We're going to roll around for another half an hour. Yes, we're fucking finished.
See, someone's in a better mood this morning.
Well, you can't get much worse. Let's
Are you talking about
And
your
as he
looks
says
or
that-
just your attitude?
As he said, it feels like someone's in a better mood this morning. Just for a minute, I had forgotten. Just for a fucking moment, I had forgotten. And when he says it all comes crashing back, and I get serious again, and it all comes just scrolling past me, Billy, and Brother Victus, all of it, and what we have to do today. And I say, right. All right, let's is everyone ready to have a talk? Or look, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm fucking a little bit all over the place. But we do need to have a talk.
Well, you've got two of you flirting and two of you practically having sex on the floor. I'm sat here waiting for all of you to just sort your shit out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. For the first time in your fucking life, Dick, you're talking as a voice of reason. Right. Let's all huddle together. Let's huddle together.
So I'll say you all get dressed into these almost pure white, not robes, but a pure white tunic, pure white trousers as well. These strange white cloth wrap shoes. And it's weird. You all look like these are Daz white. For again, anybody that's British and ever used Daz powder. These are as white can be. You make your bunks and then you all sort of pull up your stools and sit down in a small circle, sort of with each other. And Ami's just gonna look at you. Right then, big man. What's the plan?
Look at us. We're fucking... We look like forced sperm, don't we? Look at this. Why they got us dressed like this? It's ridiculous. It's
Well, maybe that's part of the ceremony, I don't know.
fucking right. Okay. The plan is to get out of these fucking clothes as soon as we can. That's the plan. Right. As soon as we get in there, let's just have a moment where we can assess the space. Right? Once we all understand, let's just make some, I don't know, fucking eye contact, some sort of gestures toward an area that you three are going to clear off on. I want you all three to clear off in the same area, same destination, same direction. Don't fuck off in three different directions. We can't track you if you do. Does that make
Simon,
sense?
I'm looking at you. You follow us.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. I assume at some point it's a fucking graduation, and from what I heard, you have to go up and you have to bow down and get some bullshit from them. As soon as everyone lines up, that's when you start, everyone's going to be moving and shit. So that's the point where you start backing off into the area that you need to. I'll make some sort of distraction at that point, right? Don't wait for it. It'll happen. Once it happens, that's when you fucking turn and hightail it. Get the fuck out of there and just keep running. All right? Do you know that third exit, the manhole cover where we get out, and sometimes we drink under that tree when I get a flask? Right? Yeah.
How do you know that one?
Get to that. Yeah, all right. Well, fucking that's where we go. Get your asses to out under that tree outside of town a little bit and just wait for me. Just wait there and don't leave.
Tommy's going to look you dead in the eye at this point. How long are we waiting?
I don't fucking know.
I'll give you half a day.
I don't know.
Half a day.
All right, half a day it is. If I'm not back in half a day,
Would have gone.
yeah. You three decide how to best look after yourselves. Make your way, and I'll find you.
I don't like it, but some plan's better than no plan.
Yeah.
And at that point, you hear the door of the church sort of close, and the padding of feet heading over towards the orphanage.
Right.
Look sharp.
Yeah. Right. Everyone, let's just keep our mouths shut. I'm talking to me more than anyone. Just keep your fucking mouth shut here. Let's just toe the line.
Tommy sort of rolls his shoulders, puts his stool back, and then just stands there at the end of his bunk waiting as the door to the orphanage opens. Brother Griffiths walks in. Well, this is a much finer showing this morning. Well done, boys. All ready for your graduation this evening. No chores today. Celebration of sorts. Instead, there is food for you. Feast of sorts. We have set it up outside in the sunshine for you. Enjoy the summer's day. And then we will take you where you can all get clean and bathe. And then your graduation ceremony will begin. Kavan, I'm led to understand you have a new friend attending today, a noble of sorts. Not something often happens, but the more the merrier.
Thanks, brother.
I'm sure you'll all have questions as to where young Billy is. Unfortunately, he took ill yesterday. We have seen fit to have him sent up to the hospital. Hopefully they will see him out. But I would not expect to see him now before you leave, unfortunately. He did want me to tell you goodbye there.
I'm sure he did, brother.
Very good. Well, follow me into the feast. You sort of led out into the courtyard between the orphanage and the church, where there is this table and there's a number of priests sat there, and they sort of all applaud you as you walk out. And you're all seated between you, and it feels weird. Like, there's conversations as you eat, and the food is really some of the best food you've had. Usually it's simple foods. This time it's more extravagant food, sort of suckling pigs and roast pork, really fine breads and cheeses. They let you have wine. And the conversations are more cordial in nature, and it's not conversations you've usually had with the priests. It's very much, we're here to look after you, you're going to do your chores, you're going to stay in line. And this goes on for maybe half of the day. And then the feast is sort of cleared away, and they say, or Brother Griffith stands up again and says, very well, boys, well, I hope you enjoyed your feast. Now time for you all to go and bathe, clean off the city muck, and we'll also clean off the muck from the feast. I see some of you. Simon, you know there were knives and forks for a reason. And Simon's just going to be looking there as he's finishing off sort of like a turkey leg. Oh, sorry. Puts it down and then begins to start using a knife and fork. Dick just sort of elbows him. Get it together. You're all led off to the back of the orphanage then, where there's been some screens set up and there's 4 individual tubs that are filled with steaming water. we'll leave you to it, just to sort of enjoy. We'll be sort of just guarding, make sure none of the locals come and spy on you and all that sort of thing. But feel free to go and bathe and enjoy yourselves. And there's these big bathtubs there. There's soaps and stuff, and you all sort of scrub yourself clean. And eventually, over time, the day begins to pass. Once you're bathed, you're sort of led back into the orphanage and given time to read and just sort of relax for a bit before Brother Griffiths then arrives back again. Well, the sun is about to set, so it is time. Gentlemen, I will say, no longer boys. Time for you to graduate. To go out into the world and see what is there for you. But first, there is one final ceremony. And at this point, the door knocks, and Anthony, you walk in.
Anthony
Hello.
doesn't hello, Anthony Bretherington, here for the...
Oh, yes. Kavan, your noble friend, I believe.
Sir Bretherington. So glad to have... I didn't think you would make it. Really, really honored that you're here.
I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'm glad to see what the orphanage is doing here, and would like to see my first graduation of these fine fellows, including yourself.
Well, you're just in time.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna
follow me.
We're just following, and I guess from what I understand, Father, we're just gonna find a place, and then we're gonna line up, and at that point, I guess the celebration really starts. And I say that trying to make eye contact with Anthony.
Yeah.
Very well. If you'll all follow on, and Brother Griffiths sort of leads you out of the orphanage. And usually when you're going to enter the church, you sort of enter in through the main double doors at the front. This time, Brother Griffiths leads you towards the back, and you're joined by Brothers Septus and Brothers Unus, as they all begin to now sort of escort you towards this back door. And as you approach, you see Brother Unus step up and take out this holy symbol. I'd like you both to make perception checks at this point, please.
Oh, wow, that's garbage. Perception. 7.
It's 15.
15. Kavan, you see what you identify as the symbol of Paragon, but there's something else about this amulet that they take out the briefest of seconds. Looks like a more female figure, and they then place this amulet into this central slot within the door, and you just hear this as the door opens. Do follow, boys. Brother Griffiths leads the way and sort of places his hands in the sleeves of his robes now as he wanders through. The hood is already pulled up. You see Unus and Septus pull up their hoods, and they sort of flank you on either side as the four of you are led in and down a stone staircase. And it gets darker and darker and darker.
I start thinking we
Carry
are. The plan is not quite as expected. I didn't think we'd be taken down into this small, closed-in space, and I start looking around at Tommy, Dick, and Simon to see how they're doing, how they're coping with this new environment that we're being brought into that isn't quite lining up with what the plan was.
They are all sort of glancing nervously around as you're all led down. I'll say, Anthony, at this point as well, you're getting a very skeptical around just what the fuck is going on.
Anthony was expecting sort of that more, church ceremony, people maybe from the streets, not crowded, but, enough people to watch a ceremony of people graduating and just to be part of it. So when he's led with 3 brothers behind him down the dark, dank steps, he does turn to one of them and goes, I was expecting more of a fanfare. Is it really necessary for them to be going under into the crypt? This is rather...
Oh, it's not a crypt. This is an area where we make a dedication to our deity.
Oh, well...
in order to prepare them for the next step.
Well, splendid. It is lovely for you to show me where my good coins are going.
Tell me, Anthony, what age are you?
I'm 1 and 6 and 10.
Fantastic. Indeed, the same age as our boys here. How fortuitous.
So it is.
Can I roll? Just to draw.
Can you roll?
Yeah. Can I just roll? Can I roll on any pretend? No. Can I
roll
think
and you tell me something I don't want to know?
Something that's going to get us the fuck out of here, please. If I roll high enough. 18 or higher just gets us out of here. How's that, DM?
Yeah, just good.
No,
we're just out.
Yeah. All right. Can I do a? Can I cast my memory back when I was a little bit younger, and if there's anyone that has spoken about graduations in the past, and see if I'm recalling anything about being down in these lower areas and what the actual graduation really is, and rumors and tales of what actually goes down here.
Make me a history check, please.
Fuck! I know my history shit as well. God damn it. Yeah, that's a 3. God damn. I needed that.
Well, you do have Twitch inspiration.
You do.
Earlier tonight.
Ooh. Do I have Twitch inspiration?
You do.
You do have Twitch inspiration
Which is
from
a
earlier tonight.
D8.
That's what I'm just checking myself.
Anthony's also going to be making an insight check with when asked his age and said, lovely, because he wasn't expecting that.
So you get an additional D6 on top of that then, Kavan?
No, that's not going to help much, is it? Let's go for it, but...
Depends what you
Help
roll,
something. My insight is as a 7 as well.
7.
Jesus.
It sets you off guard, but you can't quite figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Just the brothers are creepy. That's the vibe.
I bump up to a 6.
You bump up to a 6. That is enough to give you something, at least. You have heard many orphans during their time talk of graduation, and there's always been rumours around... Well, actually, none of the orphans have ever returned after graduation, so you always assume they just went on to bigger and better things, and they went out in the world and discovered their true purpose. Now, in this moment, when you think on that, maybe there was something else to it. As you descend those steps, then, you all begin to hear it. Just this... some weird chanting. You see Simon begin to tense up before you, Kavan, and his hand begins to shake a little bit as you're all led down.
Steady, Simon. Steady on. Still okay.
What the fuck is that noise, Kavan?
Yeah, just follow my lead. I'm not sure. But we gotta stay cool. Just stay fucking cool.
Okay.
Anthony's not an unintelligent fellow, and he is thinking this is weird. This is creepy. Last night there was a brother who was stabbed, and there's some chanting. And come to think of it, he'd never really heard of orphans graduating. He's feeling pretty nervous. He's too intelligent to bring out the "my father will hear of this," and more of going, "I fucking hope I can tell my dad about this." So,
Very good.
he's quite nervous.
Very good. You descend further down these steps then. You enter out into this hallway where you're greeted by these two big double doors, and on this double door is not a bas-relief of Paragon as you would imagine, but the image of a female figure, voluptuous, beautiful, horns that curl out of her head, these leathery wings that are described in this relief, and a tail that flicks out.
Can I
And at this
roll a
point,
history or
Griffiths-
religion test for that?
You can, as Griffiths just places his hand on the door. Umar Umar Lilitha.
Which one am I doing?
Either history or religion, actually. A religion, preferably.
Religion it is then. So that's there. 17.
17.
Yes.
You are a fairly learned chap. You've read many books on deities and gods. It's never really been your thing. You read books about other things, usually.
Yes.
Things that would help you. But you did come across once an image of this that talked of an old god, the gods before the gods, and a single name, Lilith.
Just under his breath he goes, Paragon, you say?
As the double doors open, then that chanting begins to get louder and louder, and you're led into an almost square chamber where the priests then stop and they turn towards you, and Griffith speaks and just sort of lowers his hood. I'm sure by now you're all feeling a little twitchy. Graduation ceremony is exactly that. A graduation ceremony, but we're not sending you out into the world. Oh no, we have much, much better plans for all of you, including Mr. Bretherington. You see, we can't have nobles poking around in our business. And so unfortunately, like the others, this will be the last chamber you ever see. In this form, at least.
Yeah, you clearly are befuddled, dear brother. What is so
He looks
amusing?
down and closes his eyes, and as he lifts his head up and opens his eyes, they shine bright pink.
Can I just survey the room to see where is the most logical exit that I would send Tommy, Dick, and Simon towards?
Directly behind you, the way you came in.
Okay.
DM, at what point
Yes.
does Anthony feel very threatened at this point?
Oh, yes.
Cool. Mage armor. I shall cast on myself. So yes, Anthony grabs for his rapier, and as he does, he mutters some elven words, and as he does, this pulse from his rapier of golden glow glows up his clothing, and there is this mage armor on him.
Yeah,
Subtle
as that
sheen to
happens,
Anthony then as he... Go on, Tom.
well, Kavan is just assessing how we get out of this, and the words that ring in his ears are from both Brother Evictus and from that voice in his head. And he is looking for a way out of this, and this is looking more and more bleak. And he's starting to think we might need to just fight our way back out the way we came in and see if we can live to fight another day. His main priority is to get Tommy, Dick, and Simon the fuck out of here. And it's not to, at this point, make any kind of statement or any kind of winning a little skirmish but losing the ultimate battle. So he stops. And behind him, Tommy, Dick, and Simon stop. And he says, "We're going to fight our way out backwards. We're getting out backwards."
Do you want us to fight or run?
We're going to have to do both. I just stay right there. But on the word, you get the fuck out backwards, and Tommy, you lead the way, and you drag those two with you, and you get them all out. And then he steps forward, and he says...
As Kavan is saying that, to cover them talking, Anthony will say, "Well, I believe that this charade is over. When my father will hear of this, there will be hell to pay. Now you will let these boys go immediately, and they will come with me. This is ridiculous."
You incessant noble pricks.
"What
Shut
did you
up.
call me?" And just the rapier out and pointing towards him. "I will have your head."
I turn around, I say to the boys, "Fucking run!" And I charge forward towards Father Griffiths. And,
Very good. Everybody roll initiative.
Yeah, boy. Let's have a look at my initiative.
So, Cameron's got a +2.
Garbage.
I got a 14.
Was that a 1? 14
No,
for Cameron.
no, but I mean, he's really not good. He's 4.
4. Excellent.
His bravado
Very
is
good
getting
then,
the best
Kevin.
of
You
him.
step forwards, and the first thing you do is...
I turn around and I tell Tommy, "Fucking run!" for them to head back the way they came from. And as I turn back around, I'm standing there with Anthony, and I lunge forward and grapple Father Griffiths, Brother
Very
Griffiths.
good. So
And
you move 5 feet forward and go for a grapple then. That will be a contested strength check, please. Or strength athletics check, I should say.
Oh, come on, AB3.
that's-
Fuck's sake.
17.
I couldn't fit the whole thing on there, so I took it.
Yeah, sure, that was it.
With a 17, you just lunge forward and grab hold of Griffiths as he sort of... "Ugh, let go of me, boy."
At that point, I'm just looking to Anthony to perhaps disengage and fucking turn back around and get out of there with Anthony and see if we can fight our way out backwards. I'm just seeing what
So
he's
you
doing.
hold.
Though. Yeah.
Oh, very good. After that, then, it is Brother Griffiths' go. Who is going to look you dead in the eyes, Kavan, and it's just going to go, let me go, and the eyes are going to flash pink. I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
That's a nat 20. It's a nat fucking 20.
Paragon be with you. As he sort of tries to exert his will onto you then with the suggestion spell, just dissipates. It's almost like there is something protecting you in this moment. And again, those sparks begin to just spark off you slightly.
I'll say to him before the next person in initiative, like you let fucking Billy go. And I try to huck him off and make a gesture towards Anthony to retreat. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Very good. It is then Eunice's go, who is going to try and grapple Tommy and just hold him there. That's a 2 on the dice. Absolutely, definitely not fucking happening, because they've got a -1. So that would be an unnatural 1. Septus is going to try and do the same to Dick. Really?
Never been said before.
Yeah, he's going to try and grapple the Dick. What is that? That's a 5 for a 4, so that's not going to work either. So Tommy and Dick and Simon are not grappled by the 2 novices who try and step forward and do that. Anthony, it's then your go.
I don't mind if it costs me some movement, and I'm not looking for this to be a fighter move. Can I I'd feel like as Dick, Simon and Tommy are moving back, that I would basically switch places with Simon. I'd basically push past him to guard. Is that something I can do?
Say that.
And just sort of cost me some movement.
We'll say it costs you 10 feet of
10 feet of movement to be there.
Yeah.
Will then bonus action the hand that's not holding the sword will draw a symbol in the air, and as he does, there's this like weird elven song and slash kind of like you'd smacked a sword blade and it's kind of hummed, and this as it happens, the rapier he's holding sort of does seem to vibrate and go into sort of 3 and then back to 1 as he initiates Blade Song.
Nice.
As he now has that for a minute, and it grants me a +3 on my AC.
Is that a concentration? That's not. That's just a feature.
It's just a fucking feature, and it's ridiculous.
Fucking love it. Blade singing wizards.
Yeah, awesome. So I now have. I went from a 12, by the way, to a 17 on my armor class, which is just ridiculous. So I have that one. That was just the bonus action. That was my bonus action. I will also do. I can't reach anyone there, so I will do. I think that hits everyone, so I'm not going to do that one right now. Yeah, not going to do that one. I tell you what I'm going to do. Right, so, no, this is like the perfect, and I never got to use it in Campaign 1.
Fireball.
Yeah. I will use my cantrip of True Strike. So again, after I finish completing that one, another symbol, and I place my palm against the blade. And as I do, the blade just starts vibrating, and I now have True Strike. That's my bonus action and action. And I'll say,
excellent.
Boys,
stuff.
do as Kavan says and get out of here. We have it.
Excellent stuff then, as you sort of then cast these 2 spells, and you can see Septus and Unis look at each other a little bit surprised at this. Dick, Simon and Tommy then are going to dash. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 as they slam through the doors to get up to there for now. So I'll say they are beyond the chamber, beyond the reach for now as you keep the priests distracted. Very good. Back up the top to Kavan.
As I'm grappling, make eye contact with Anthony, but also see that the boys have cleared out. And now it's time to wreak a little bit of vengeance. And so, in this grapple, I reached behind me for a dagger that I'd bought on the streets a long time ago that no one knows about. The boys don't know about it. And I pull it out and I shiv Griffiths between the ribs with this dagger.
Would you like to rage?
Yeah, I am raging.
Okay, in this moment then you take that dagger out and just sort of scream bloody fury into Griffith's face as you rage. Roll me a d8, please.
That is badass.
Man, those d8s keep rolling threes. It's a 3.
3. So, again, this strange, like, cloud-type creature just appears out of nowhere and just sort of... You notice it's got these strange tendrils. It's almost like a fluffy jellyfish, is the best way I can describe it. As it just sort of floats around you. Now, what creature would you like to put this near to? So would you like it to go near Septus, Unus, or Griffith?
I'm going to take care of Griffith. So let's put it next to Unus.
Very good. So this creature just sort of streaks towards Unus then. Very good. You can now, as long as your rage lasts, you can summon a spirit like this on each of your turns as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Very good.
Awesome.
So you then take the blade out and go to stab Griffiths. Now you will get a +2 to attack with this, I believe.
Okay.
As well as whatever other bonuses you get.
Let's see what my bonuses are on this blade. Okay, that's 11. That's a 13.
Is the magic number you needed.
Beauty.
Nice one. Nice one.
Roll to hit. Sorry, roll damage. You've already rolled to hit.
Yeah, I don't think my blade is selected.
You'll need to wield it.
Yeah.
I can sort that out for you in just a second. If you refresh your page, it should now be available to you.
Yeah. Cool.
So that's actually, because it's a +5 to hit, so I don't know what you rolled.
I rolled a 6 plus 5, and then it was +2 is a 13. That was what I...
Right. That's good. It wouldn't have been a
Yeah.
+2, but I'm going to allow it for this anyway. Sorry, it's a +2 to your damage. So roll your damage and then add +2 to it as well. It's 1d4
Okay.
+5.
So, it is a 7.
7 points of damage as you stab
And as
this dagger into Griffiths. Go for it. Oh.
You got me?
Yep, I think
Can
we're
you
all
hear
back
me?
now. I don't know if that was my
Yep.
end or what, but yeah, got you.
Yeah, I say, you hurt little boys, and I'm gonna fucking hurt you. And I shiv it in as far as I can, like up to the hilt as far as I can. Into between his ribs.
And that's all the noise he makes as you stab into him. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, can I attack with my little creature on Unis?
So what it does is at the end of your turn, it will explode, and they have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, cool.
Fucking Jesus.
I have another. Do I have another? I have another attack, don't I?
Not at level 3, no.
Okay.
You do on main campaign Kavan because he's up there.
Yeah. Because he's fucking Apex Kavan. No, I just stay close to him, and try to immobilize any movement that he makes with my free arm, to see what he's gonna try to do from here. So I've just got my dagger sunken into him, and just trying to keep him sort of half grappled with my other arm.
12. They do not succeed on that dexterity saving throw. And so they are going to take 1d6 force damage. Which is maximum damage, 6 points of... In fact, no. Well, no, I'll do it for now. I rolled it, but technically that should have been you rolling it. But since it's maximum, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 6 points of force damage to Unis as this just explodes in his face, and you see bits of flesh just lash off from around him as he is most certainly injured and bloody. It is then over to Griffiths, unless... No, you said you were just holding that grapple, didn't you? So at this point then, Griffiths is going to look at you and is... gonna take out a dagger of his own.
Right.
Won't you have a taste of your own medicine? And he's gonna try and stab that in. It's an 8 to hit, which misses.
Yeah.
I'll say with your grapple, you just hold it and sort of twist his arm a little bit, and the blade just sort of is held at an awkward angle, and he can't stab it in, and just fighting against your strength.
I said, I'm not a boy anymore, brother.
You'll still die like that little weed, though.
Very good. It is Unis's go. He's going to stumble around in his sort of haze and is going to move directly up towards you, Kavan. He's going to try and hit you with a dagger. Natural 20.
Oh, fuck I.
Alright. No one said it was going to be easy.
And for the life of me, cannot find the dice I need. There we go. So what's that? You are going to take 5 points of piercing damage, which, because you are raging, will be reduced down to 3.
Okay. Oh.
So
I turn around and I see him.
As he sort of stabs you in from the side, Septus then is going to look towards you, Anthony, and is going to just... The eyes flash pink. And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Certainly.
Did these two 16-year-olds bite off more than they can chew?
Surely not. I
Surely
totally
not.
saved with an 11. Totally.
You feel this will exerted over you as your eyes also now turn pink.
Cool.
And Septus is just going to look at you.
There is no need to fight. Sit. Wait.
And you just feel yourself compelled to sit and wait. Now, you are charmed.
Okay.
You can still take actions, reactions, all those sorts of things, but you are charmed by Septus. Okay?
By Septus.
By Septus.
Is it my go?
It is your go, as Septus does step up to Kavan.
I'm charmed by Septus. Does that mean that I need to heed his words, or that I still find Eunice and Griffith an enemy?
Depending on your actions, I will dictate on what you do based on that charm.
It was to attack either Septus or Eunice, so of course it won't be Septus now. So I would lunge forward and go for Eunice, is what I would do before
So as you
that
sort
happened.
of steadily sort of get up to your feet and draw your rapier out, you just feel a little bit woozy. So I will allow you to try and attack Eunice, but it will be at disadvantage.
That will make it a straight roll because I had True Strike, therefore
Indeed.
had advantage, but no longer do. So, this is going to be Booming Blade cantrip, which is with an attack. So a straight roll would mean it is a 13 to hit.
13 will just hit.
Yes. Yes, AB3.
I know, that was fucking lucky, wasn't it? So that is... I can't read these. 6 points of piercing damage. And there is as the sword strikes, there is this, and there is this glow around Eunice that may take effect if he moves.
Glow as you just sort of drive the rapier in, and Eunice just and blood just begins to pour out of Eunice like no tomorrow at this point.
Oh, sorry, I need
Still
to move
stood.
forward.
Anything else in your turn?
Just checking, because... Yes. No, again, I suppose he's not taken away from doing anything else. He still feels the fear of the moment. So bonus action then after he strikes will be he draws the sword away and then again mutters a couple of words, and as he does he pulls his hand over his sword and he casts magical weapon at second level. Not that he can do it in any other one. And that will so now he is turned his standard rapier into a magical +1 weapon.
The weapon just begins to glow with this arcane energy as you do so. If you are not moving any further, we are back up the top to Kavan.
Yep.
Cool. Should I roll my d8?
No, you don't need to roll a d8 now. You can just choose where that spirit appears.
Okay. I will choose that spirit to continue to... No, let's move it to Septus. No, actually, let's keep it on Unis. Let's keep it on Unis. Keep it on Unis.
You want to keep it on Unis?
Yep. And my action is, while I have Griffiths kind of in a half grapple and my dagger in my hand, I want to lift him up and see if I can kind of like almost like half suplex him into Septus, and get them both sort of in a pile, if that's possible.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to make me an unarmed strike then, please. So roll to hit.
Yep, that's a 16. What's unarmed strike? That's 21.
21. So you pick Griffiths up and use him as an improvised weapon, basically, in this moment. To lift him up and just... And with a 20, you absolutely do, and you slam Griffiths into Unis. So what is your unarmed strike damage?
Interceptus, sorry. Interceptus.
Sorry, Interceptus.
Is 4 bludgeoning.
4 bludgeoning damage. +2 for rage. 6. So you lift Griffiths up and just slam him into Septus. I'm going to say that knocks Septus back, but knocks him prone, and Griffiths is then on the floor, also prone underneath you where you sort of held them, just for the sake of tokens and stuff like that, but we'll say they are both prone. Anything else on your turn?
That's my...
I'm also going to say Griffiths will also take half that damage, because it was used as the bludgeoning attempt.
That's my only actions, right? I'm done with that.
And that's your action. And your bonus action was to cast the
Yep.
spirit,
On Unis.
which is then going to explode on the end of your turn. Yep.
I now. I keep the grapple. I just keep the grapple on Griffiths. Keep myself as close as possible to
hold
Griffiths.
Griffiths there.
Yeah.
Very good.
Does Anthony have to make a roll against this charmed, or is he just charmed?
Nope, you are just charmed.
That's fine.
How did that pixie roll go against Unis?
That dexterity saving throw was a grand total of 4, which is not enough to beat your check. So roll a d6 for me, please.
That's a 4.
4, so 4 points of force damage as this flump, as that's what it is, the spirit of this flump just explodes. This wild magic force hits Unis, and you just see their face and their skull explode as bone shards, brain and skin, teeth, ears, everything flies everywhere as Unis is decapitated by the force of this explosion and is dead.
He's not gonna like that. Cool. Yep, that's my turn.
Excellent stuff. Griffiths then sort of seeing and hears Unis is then going to take out that dagger and try and stab you. That's going to be a disadvantage because you've still got that grapple held. Oh, they were very close. Does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
You're going to take 6 points of piercing damage, reduced to 3 because you are raging.
Where are you, Anthony?
Not escape from this cathedral, Kavan.
Either will you. Someone isn't leaving tonight.
Very good. At this then, Septus is just going to sort of roll and look towards AB3 as he's sort of got him charmed.
You want to back away to the door. Go. Go now.
Now, the message in this spell says, while charmed in this way, the target perceives the words and actions in the most favourable way. So I'm going to let you decide how AB3 would react to that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, with Griffith held by Kavan, I feel that therefore Kavan has this. Septus is clearly charmed me, so have no issue there. So would be willing to respond, and would therefore slowly back away my full 30 feet, but saying, "Well, gentlemen, I'm sure we have everything in agreement, and I'm sure this can be sorted out as gentlemen. Is that right?" As he's just backing away, not quite knowing why. But yes, that would be so. What would he be going? I would say he goes back 30 feet. He gets a little confused with Kavan shouting out, but there's nothing really he would think of doing. The only thing he would do, considering he still knows he's in a fight, would then just cast another couple of spells. Some arcane symbols in front of him as he says some words, and Blade Ward is cast on him.
Very good. So these spectral arcane blades appear out of you now. That was technically not an action for Septus, so he's just going to speak to you and say, "You want to leave," sort of thing, "you want to back off," and then he's going to use half his movement speed to stand up, and he's going to walk around to here, and he's going to attempt to stab Kavan again. That's a 12 to hit, which will not hit.
Misses.
So at this point just goes, and where you're grappled, you just sort of flinch out of the way. So if that's Anthony's turn as well, we are up to the top to Kavan then.
Please, no, I thought we were all friends here. Please.
Anthony, don't leave. Fucking, we're right in the middle of this. And as I say that, I see that Septus has come around to my side. I'm down on the ground, grappled with Griffiths, and I take my dagger and I wield it to my right to slash at Septus's Achilles heel to try to just incapacitate his heel.
Okay, roll to hit then, please.
That's a 19.
19 is absolutely gonna hit.
D4 plus 3. That's 8. Sorry, 6 plus 2 is 8 damage.
8. So as you do that, you not only cut through the Achilles tendon, but you bite in deeper and you nick an artery, and it just goes and begins to spray blood all over the place. Yeah, you take Septus clean out as blood just begins to squirt and spurt and everything, and he just sort of collapses, twitching without being able to control the blood loss at that point. I'm going to ask for another grapple check at this point.
Yeah.
Just to see if you can hold it. So strength athletics check, please.
Does that end the charm on Anthony?
It does indeed.
Okay. So that is unfortunately just a 12.
I rolled a natural 20, which makes it a 19. So Griffiths uses that moment to sort of struggle out from underneath you and get out of the grapple. He is then going to stand up to his full height and is going to take that dagger and is just going to sort of properly try and stab you, basically. With an 8 to hit. So as he goes to do that, I'll say you just catch the arm and just hold it there. That will be his go. And then we're over to
As he does that, I say, I told you I'm not a fucking boy anymore. And I start, like, moving his arm back toward him.
You will succumb.
Yeah, Dave, over to you.
Okay. Bear with, I'm just reading a spell. No, okay, so I will go. Oh, damn mind tricks! You stupid fools! Will then run back forward, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 will bring me back
Are you
to there.
concentrating on any spells?
Not anymore. Basically, I was concentrating as barbarian. Oh, I am concentrating
Mage
on
armor's
magic.
not concentrating.
Sorry, magic weapon. I am. You're absolutely right.
Cool.
Up to an hour. Yes, I am. Quite right. I thought I had True Strike on before that. So yes, I am, and this will then be another booming blade towards Griffiths.
Nice.
That is not bad. 19 to hit.
19's going to hit.
6 points of piercing damage, and again, same effect. And if he moves, he will get damage.
Begins to glow.
He doesn't need to do anything else.
Okay. We're back round to Kavan then.
Kevin sees the damage that Anthony has done against him. He's still holding Griffith's hand. And as he sees Griffith's weaken, he starts pointing his own dagger toward his own neck and starts moving it toward Griffith's hand toward his own neck, and starts moving it to pierce him kind of in the carotid artery as he plunges his own hand into his neck.
Okay, we're going to make another contested strength check on that then.
Cool. That's a 19.
I got a flaccid 1. It was a 2. Reduced down to 1.
Fantastic.
So
Oh my
roll the
God.
damage of the dagger. So it'll be 1d4 plus 5 plus your rage, I believe, or whatever you've got.
Ooh, that's a 4.
1d4 plus 5, sorry.
1d4 plus 5 is a 9.
9 points of damage as you stab Brother Griffiths' own dagger into his neck, and as you do so, you sort of push it in slow, and he just as you do push it into his neck. I'm going to say you don't quite catch the artery, but blood just does begin to bubble up and sort of spill all down his shoulders, as he is now pretty injured.
As I do that, I say to him, "You killed a little boy last night. This is what it feels like to die."
And were you putting your spirit anywhere as a bonus action?
Right on him.
Yeah, we'll put it the other side of Griffiths then, who then needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Ooh, natural 20. Saves.
Fuck.
So as the flump this time goes, no effect. It's almost like there's this pinkish shield or sheen that just protects Griffiths from the blast. And as it's then his go, he's going to pull that blade out, sort of shove you off, and then just go for a wild slash at you with it.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to hit. That was a 7 on the dice. It's nowhere near your armor class. It's going to get to a 10. So he just wild slashes and misses you, sort of again. Just shrink back and slip the blade.
Yeah. I'm not
Anthony,
a
then.
fucking boy.
Has in any of this period run up, have I heard the name of this priest, brother?
I think Kavan said it a couple of times, saying Griffiths or something like that. But yeah, we'll allow
Yeah,
it.
cool. So Anthony will point the sword at Griffith and say, Honduma Griffiths. And as he says that, the sword glows and shoots forwards. And as it goes from the start, it's golden, but then it turns black as it fires towards Griffiths. And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. A save of 13.
14.
Okay, so he will take half as much of this. That is a 7, 10, so 5 points of necrotic damage. However, as I have said the target's name, the target fails... Oh, hang on a minute. No, sorry. The target fails the saving throw automatically. My bad. So that is 10 points of necrotic damage. That target is also stunned until the end of its next turn.
Fucking Dave came to play today.
I kind of like a wizard now, I've read it.
Yeah. They're pretty good when you want them to be. Your booming blade is then gone because it's your turn again.
Yep.
But you see Kavan as you hold Griffiths, and he sort of takes that wild slash as this black ray hits him. It's almost like his skin goes white. The hair, from what you can see under the hood, goes white for a briefest flash, and then he just almost just stops dead still.
Kavan, be done with him and let's go. We need to leave now.
Now I believe you get advantage on this attack, Kavan.
What I'll also do, is I will move 5, 10, 15 feet away. I won't move a full movement away on that one, but I will just be like backing away, like towards the exit as I say that to Kavan.
Very good.
Top of the order.
Here, it's back to you, Kavan. With advantage on the strike.
With advantage on the strike.
I believe. Stunned. Can't move, can't
Yeah,
speak.
I'm gonna...
Automatically fail strength and dexterity, so yeah.
Yeah, at that instant, I'm going to look at Griffith stunned. Think of Billy. Think of the voice. And somehow in there is some semblance of me trying to weigh balance, but not really understanding it at all. And I just yell this primal scream as I put both hands on the dagger and plunge it down into his chest with full force. It's my body weight going down into his chest. That's a nat 20 for my first roll.
Oh, fucking get in!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's absolutely beautiful.
So that'll be 2d4 plus 5.
That's 1. That's 4. So that's 5 plus 5 is 10.
10 points of damage. Kavan Buckland. The source of all your current rage stood in front of you. How do you want to kill Griffiths?
Yeah, as I so I was standing, and as I plunge my dagger into his chest, I end up sort of with my knees on his chest, plunging it into him, and I just kind of lower down and I say, "You hurt fucking boys. This has to stop. Actually, this just stopped." And I fucking plunged down even further into his fucking, trying to break his, like his thorax as far as I can.
I'll say you're raging at this point, so your strength is enhanced, and you do stab it into his heart, twist it, and then and you feel the rib cage just crumple beneath you as you shatter ribs, puncture lungs, and you almost feel that heartbeat just go as the eyes flicker pink and then go lifeless. Now
I turn around
because the stunned is still on him, but
I turn around to see where Anthony is, and I see that he's behind me.
Sort of, hand out like, "Kavan, come. We need to leave."
The boys, Anthony. This isn't finished yet. Let's make sure those boys are out of here.
And let's go. Let's follow them. Let's make sure they make it out.
Yeah, and before getting up and leaving, I see my dagger in Griffith's chest, and I leave it there. And I just think to myself, someone's gonna find him like this. I hope it's a message. And I say, fine, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Their names are Tommy, Dick, and Simon. If you see them, let's get them out of here. And I'm kind of, because I've been hit twice, so I'm kind of, not at my very best, but moving towards the exit with Anthony.
very good. So you both begin to run towards the exit then, and in this moment the ground just begins to and you look behind you and you can see the eyes on the relief on the double doors behind you just begin to glow, and fire just envelops the room. I need both of you to make me dexterity saving throws, please. Cool. So you both get to about here. So.
That's a 15.
15?
Yeah.
That's an 8.
Oh dear.
Yes. We'll say that I see this and try and cover Kavan. Kavan, look out! As I push him forwards.
I kind of understand what's happening, and am not all too happy about Anthony taking all this damage.
Anthony, you are going to take 29 points of fire damage. Kavan, you are going to take 15 points of fire damage.
29 points of fire damage takes me not only past the bottom, but will also double my current full HP. I am dead.
So at this moment, as Anthony just covers you, you just hear this scream as fire just lashes over the body. Flesh burns.
Kavan, watch out!
Scream.
Just pushes you forwards.
I'll say there's a little bit of booming blade energy that just propels you backwards as well, Kavan, to the door.
No, Anthony, no! And I see the damage you've taken. I'm pushed back, and I say, I left fucking Billy behind. I'm not leaving you behind, Anthony. And I go back in to get his body.
Fire begins to rage in the room now, and you can see the corpse, as it is now a corpse, of Anthony Bretherington III, just charring, and the screaming has stopped at this point, and at this moment you feel 3 pairs of hands grab you, begin to drag you back, kicking and screaming, but they all drag you out.
No!
And eventually Tommy, Dick and Simon just drag you and drag you and drag you and get you to the sewers and sort of throw you in there, and they all pin you to the floor as your rage subsides and turns to sorrow. And they just hold you there.
Yeah,
And as you begin to stop fighting and cry, it becomes just the 4 of you holding each other, having survived this ordeal.
Yeah. And this is what I carry. The 2 people that I really, really wanted to protect died. And not only did they die, but after they died, I couldn't even give them the dignity of having a peaceful sending off, and I am so full of loathing and sadness and hate that I'm inconsolable. I just let everyone down.
It takes days, weeks of Kavan being silent as you and your 3 friends exit out of the sewers at the lowest tiers and escape the city. As you escape the city and you get to that culvert at the wall of Union City, an individual is waiting for you, and she sees you in this sorrowful state. And Mara Blackveil, the young Mara Blackveil, just holds you in a hug she wasn't expecting to give, and sneaks the 4 of you back to her estate, where you recover, you rest up, before she then sneaks you out of the city. Kavan, you spend years wandering the wilds of Dryamere, of Corellan's Pass and Kedmir. And eventually, years later, you come back to Union City, searching for something, seeking something out. You avoid the Church of Paragon. You never head back there. Memories of that time long ago now suppressed. You enter into a raucous tavern called the Jarl's Hearth, run by a half-orc and his, at that point, orcish wife. And in the corner you see a bardic troupe run by a strange individual, a skeletal man in leather armour, who sees you and just sort of raises a glass to you as he plays his lute and sings. And you see the bardic troupe, the Bones Brigade, behind him. Eventually he introduces himself to you as one Edgius Bones, and you begin to help them out as something of a roadie for a little while, but very quickly then integrating yourself as a drummer of sorts. You become close friends. You travel through Union City, through Ardalia and beyond. You see many different things. And one day you get a feeling. Something deep within you. And you, in a dream, see a flash of Morse Tacey, a city you visited a couple of times, and a tavern. And you tell Edgius, and the two of you head off that way. You laugh, you joke, you spend the evenings in your tents. You play a lot of rock, paper, scissors, for reasons unbeknownst to anybody else. And as you see yourself in that tavern that evening, two strange individuals enter. A female tabaxi in a red cape, leather armour, and a strange, stoic, almost stiff Yuan-Ti individual, this yellow scaled skin and a shock of purple hair. And the rest, as they say, my friends, is where our story continues with Campaign 2. So thank you all for joining us for the origin story of Kavan, which we always knew was going to be trauma. So thank you all for bearing with us there. Hopefully everybody now has an understanding of why Kavan is the way Kavan is, the lovable barbarian that we like, and the reason he is on his journey with Paragon. But thank you, Tom. Thank you, Dave, for being amazing. I personally did love Anthony Bretherington III, but he had to die.
He did.
Yeah,
he did indeed.
That was awesome. Yeah, thank you.
That was really cool. So thank you very much. Listen, folks, I know we did our schedule update last week as well, but just to remind people, we are doing the second of our origin story next week, or stories, I should say, which will be the Edgius Origins story. So that looks to be quite an exciting one, knowing all about Edgius's backstory and the little tidbits we've had. And then the week after, please do not miss out as we run our very special one-shot for the Mystic Quill and their Book of Life and Death. I have the content for it now, and it is spectacular. So we are hoping we are going to do it justice.
Super hyped.
So it's going to be cool. I won't labour this any longer because we are a little bit over time tonight, but we definitely needed to see that to conclusion. So thank you all. Thank you to my amazing players. Thank you to everybody that's watched. Hello to my work friends. Hello to everybody who has joined us again. Thank you to our new viewers. We are the Malt Magic crew, and we'll see you next time.